love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it.
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing I done slaved over. Gon' arch you back and been way over. It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
yeah. I'm tongue-tied, twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No, get like this. Get like this. Yeah, get like this. She loves me not. This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this. Yeah, get like this. Get like this.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 마음을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼. 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 걸. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and leave? 근데 있잖아, 너라면 생각이 들어 해볼까 말까 내 다리가 걸어가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을
You broke my heart a million times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, we're such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out.
Mic check 1 2.
Yeah, to work things out.
Does all this stuff
to
work
work
still?
things out.
I had to dust off this desk. I
To
don't even
work
come
things out.
to the
To
studio.
work things out. Can we be honest?
I don't even
You're
come to the
my
studio
comfort zone. Whatever I say, don't let me go.
I think everything is
I know
working.
you're angry, babe.
Hey,
And
Lakeisha.
I am cold.
I haven't said your name in a
I
long
get so
time.
sad at
How are you,
the
Lakeisha?
thought of losing you.
So glad to have you here. See you again.
Losing you.
Hey, Lady Novoa.
I can't bear the thought of
I feel like I'm starting from scratch, and that's okay. I'm okay with starting from scratch. Cameras up. I'm okay with starting from scratch, from the beginning. Humble beginnings, you guys.
Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile.
So glad
I
you guys are
stop
here.
the
I'm thirsty.
world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. To work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah. To work things out, to work things out. Oh, yeah. To work things out, to work things out. To work things out, to work things out.
I've been drinking all of my employees' sparkling waters.
To work things out. To work things out. To
Bubbly.
work things out.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smile.
To work things out.
Lime bubbly. This is the lime bubbly, lime flavor with other natural flavors. Welcome to another episode of, let's see if I remember it. Welcome to another episode of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. Remember it like it was yesterday, even though it's been 7 months since I've been here. I see my favorite YouTube personality, Miss Lakeisha Michelle. So glad I should have known. It's been 7 months, you guys. 7 months since I have last live streamed on my own channel. Now I've been on other shows. I even do King Talk every Tuesday. And I've done other shows and I've done guest appearances on other podcasts, but this is the first time in 7 months, first time this year in 2023 that I have live streamed on my own show. I'm so glad you guys are here. We're getting ready to get busy doing what I've always done. What I've done is first of all, I had to go get some money. You know, I had to, YouTube is expensive. It's not so expensive as in it costs me money to do, but it costs me money by not doing what I normally do. As you know, I'm a film producer and a fashion designer out here in LA. And the way I was doing YouTube before was costing me in the sense that I wasn't over here doing what I normally do, getting money, and over here at YouTube essentially for free. My channel's monetized. There is the super chats and I appreciate those, but the money I make in real life or here in LA is magnitudes more than I make on YouTube. But I wanted to get the content to get out. So I was putting so much equity into YouTube, I was missing out on the things that I needed to take care of over here. So I had to go and restructure some things in my life. I had to go automate some things to make sure that the money was flowing the way it should so I can come back to YouTube. And every month I'd say, hey, I'm getting ready to go live again. You know, Lakeisha or Lady Navoa would ask, hey, when are we going? I'd be like, oh, next Monday. I was saying that for 7 months, you guys. But things are finally in place, and there's even some changes going to happen. The contractors are going to come in, and well, not really. I really do my own construction, but I'm bringing in a team. We're going to redesign this front half of my studio and make it the new podcast studio look that I want for this. Because remember, I got 3 podcast studios, so this is the one. I'm gonna do some construction here and finish this one. And my podcast studio number 3. We have all the materials. I'm gonna build that one up, but I'm not really gonna use that one because that one's kind of really girly. It's all pure white with white sofa and white walls and all that kind of stuff. So that's gonna be available to other people, not necessarily me. So I got a lot of things in place. Nevertheless, I just couldn't go another week without doing the show. And I'm kind of rusty. I don't even know. I was kind of nervous, like, yo, what am I gonna talk about? How do I don't even remember what I say. Did I do a monologue before? I haven't really watched any of my old shows. So it's like, what did I talk about? Hopefully it's just gonna come natural. And I'll just be able to get busy and just start talking and do what I normally do. I want to try to be a little bit more calm and cool, have a smooth demeanor. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Thank you so much. And I don't even know, like my software updated. I'm not used to how my software looks. So I can't even see how many people is watching the show. Oh, that's right. My stream deck tells me. So I got 10 people watching the show. Thank you for all the 10 people that's here. And I got 10 likes. So thank you guys for liking the show and watching the show. Some people are new because, my subscribers have still been going up, even though I haven't gone live since last year. Today's the first day, but I appreciate you guys. Some of you guys don't know who I am. Welcome. My name is Mr. Shannon Rawls. I talk about the 2 ships, entrepreneurships and relationships. That's what I talk about on my show. I have a membership section here at YouTube, and we call that the SR Army Soldiers. And the soldiers over here can watch videos and streams that I put behind the paywall to allow them to see content that I don't release to the public. It's a little bit more gut-wrenching, heart-punching content that I put just for the members over here. If you guys want to become a member of my channel, please do so. It starts at 99 cents a month. That is $11.88 a year. To become a member and to join the SR Army, it will cost you $11.88 per year, charged monthly at 99 cents. So I hope that you guys can support me and support Black Male Media and become a member of my channel. I also have subscriptions at Instagram where I answer questions over there and we do lives while I'm out and about in the streets. And then I also have created a mastermind group. Lakeisha, dig this. And it's not ready yet, Lakeisha, but I'm putting it together. The system is in place. I just have to dress it up. We are creating the Officers Club of the SR Army, and that's over at my website, shannonrawls.com. The easiest way to get to it is type srarmy.com. srarmy.com. all one word. And that will be our mastermind group, where I haven't really come up with a good pitch to say, but what it essentially is we're going to meet weekly, if not daily, certainly weekly, to do mastermind work. Our very first book that we read here on Rich People Read was the book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, written in 1925. And the abridged version came out in 1938. And in chapter 10 of that book, he talks about the power of the mastermind. And the power of the mastermind means, essentially, if you want to succeed in life, you cannot do it alone, period. You need other people. For those that's out there, I do me and I'm all by myself and I'm solo and I do everything alone. Those people are typically not successful, or they're lying, one or the other. The mastermind ideology is that iron sharpens iron. My strengths match with your strengths. We can make great things happen together. What I tell people all the time is, since relationships are important, a man can make $1 million by himself, but if he has a strong woman by his side, he can make 3. He can make $1 million by himself. She can probably make $1 million by herself, but together they'll make not 2, they'll make $3 million together. You see, when masterminds get together and they start sharpening iron with each other, magic happens. And that's what I want to create. And that's what's going to happen over at the Officers Club of the SR Army. And that's only located at srarmy.com. I haven't put it in place. You can type it in. It'll take you to like a blank page. And I think my YouTube channel is at the bottom of it. But that's going to be built up in the next 7 days. And that's going to be for the officers only. It's a membership club, and it's for masterminds where we get on and talk daily, weekly, if not daily, on Zoom, typically every morning, to sharpen our iron. And we talk about various things that's going to work for everybody included in the club. It's really for entrepreneurs or people who want to make money themselves. If you are at a job, it's probably not best for you. But if you are an entrepreneur, not just self-employed, but an entrepreneur, that's going to be the club that you want to join. So there's that. And then, of course, we have this here podcast, Rich People Read. So some people say, well, what is Rich People Read, Shannon? Well, did you know that last year we read, how many books did we read, Lakeisha? I think we knocked out 12. Since 2021, Rich People Read is a book club, an online book club where I sit here and read a book to you guys so you don't have to read it. It's just that simple. Rich People Read is essentially a audiobook, but instead of listening to some mundane voice read to you like you get in the typical audio voice, you got your boy Shan reading to you chapter by chapter, paragraph by paragraph, word by word, particular books that's interesting. I typically hopscotch. I typically hopscotch the books. Basically, 1 month will be a book about relationships. The next month will be a book about entrepreneurship, getting money, making sure. Let me turn the AC on. It's getting hot. You know, I'm in LA. It's 76 degrees according to my thermostat. So I'm turning it, and it's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. So I need to turn the AC on. So what Rich People Read is, we typically read 1 month, we'll read a book about relationships. The next month, we'll read a book about getting money. Back to relationships, back to money. Back to relationships, back to money. And that's typically how we do here at Rich People Read. And I oftentimes like to spread it out throughout the month, even though this book that we're reading right here, which is How to Destroy a Man Now, and I'm going to tell you guys about that in a second, but give you the history on that. We're only going to read that this week because it's short. But I wanted to read something short so we can get used to, so I can get used to getting back in the groove of reading every month. But we do read a book every month. And me reading to you and you listening to what I'm saying is no different than you reading it yourself. So if you rock with me on this particular podcast, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then you will read a book a month without having to actually without actually having to read the book yourself. So that's what this is. And so there's a link in the chat. There's a link in the description for you to go get the book. This book is free. It's a PDF. I don't think she never really published it. And so there's a link that gives you there's a link in the chat, in the description that takes you straight to the PDF so you can download this book and put it on your computer or on your phone for yourself. I suggest everybody go do that. Now, why am I reading a book called How to Destroy a Man? Why would I read, me being a male advocate, why would I read a book called How to Destroy a Man Now? I didn't read this book. Remember, the books that we read on Rich People Read, I don't read in advance and then come back and read again with you. I read it. I'm discovering every page along with you guys. I was recommended this page by my man Obsidian, Mamiya Obsidian Ali. Obsidian told me last year, he said, Shan, you know what you should read on your next book? Because, on our show, we read both of Obsidian's book. We read the Book of Obsidian, and then the Black Book, and then we also read the Book of Obsidian, the Ladies Edition, the Red Book. We read both of those. I work with Obsidian. That's my guy. Nobody can say nothing bad about Obsidian to me. And he told me, he said, Shan, you should go get this book called How to Destroy a Man Now. And so I went and got it, and he didn't give me any context. He just said, you should read that. And I looked at it and I read the preface, and I realized that Obsidian was thinking, I should teach this to the people over here at Rich People Read so men know what to look out for. We used to do a movie of the week where we would watch movies that was really popular in the Black community, and we would watch them, but we would watch them not necessarily for entertainment purposes. We were watching them so we can learn how in media they were pulling the wool over our eyes through film. We're going to read this book, How to Destroy a Man Now, so we can see exactly what some of these man-destroying women are thinking, what they're teaching other women, and what we can look out for, fellas. We're going to read this so we can discover what we can look out for to make sure that we don't fall for the okie doke. It seems short. It's an easy read. We're going to knock this out in 3 days. Today is going to be kind of long because I'm going to knock out the introduction, the preface, and the first chapter. But reading this, we're going to read it with an open mind, like, what the hell is she talking about? And what the hell is she trying to teach other women? And as we read it, I want you fellas to say, okay, that's how she gets down. I'm not here necessarily to promote what she's talking about in this book. I'm reading it for awareness purposes. Nevertheless, I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to get started. I'm glad, Lady Devoy, I'm glad you're here. Lady Devoy was on me. She's been on me for a few months, talking about, Shan, what's going on? When are you coming back? And so I'm glad to be back, Lady Devoy, and I'm glad that you're here. Lakeisha, what did she say? I didn't know that you were back. Happy to be back. Hey, lady, how are you, love? Okay, so they're just having a conversation. All right, guys, so we're getting ready. Wait, hold on. Where's my mouse? Oh, I'm way off. I'm scrolled all the way at the top. I'm missing stuff. Sherwin Thomas sends a super. Did the super chat work just now? I don't know if the super chat worked. Sherwin Thomas sends a super chat. I didn't hear the explosion. See, again, I don't know if my system is working. I got to do some tests. So I'm gonna do some tests. I don't think the system exploded like it normally did. So maybe I gotta set the API. But Sherwin Thomas sends a super chat. He says, welcome back, Shan. Appreciate you, Sherwin, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And then my man, Thomas Thompson, he's been keeping me abreast of stuff over at Instagram. He sends me thought-provoking posts at Instagram that's really interesting for me to read. And so even though I haven't been here at YouTube, Thomas has been keeping me up over at Instagram. Shout out to my guy, Thomas Thompson. He said, just a hello, glad you're back. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Thomas Thompson. Thank you so much, man, for your support. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. My man, Sheed is in the house. I see you, Sheed. Sheed has been always, he's one of the people that inspired me to be on YouTube to begin with about 2 years ago. He's one of the first people that supported me, and he's here still today. Anyways, so as we get ready to go, I'm gonna read you guys. We're gonna read this book, How to Destroy a Man. Why would Shannon read a book called How to Destroy a Man? It's because we need to read what some of these men destroying women think, so we can be equipped on how to navigate. You know, on my Be a Better Man, Be a Better Woman podcast, I got 10 shows here on my channel. I teach people how to navigate things. For instance, sign language. We know the term sign language that was coined by BGS. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. I think Kevin Samuels added at the end, the need to be right part. But sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. I teach people how to identify that and avoid it. I teach people how to navigate somebody who just uses sign language every chance they get. Oftentimes we'll get sucked into that stuff, man. And next thing you know, you screaming and hollering, and it was a ploy to get you off your square the whole time, to have you break out of your frame the whole time. I teach men on my Be a Better Man podcast how to do that. Now, Be a Better Man is only for the members. It's not public. So if you want to get that kind of content, you got to be a member. But that's part of the stuff that I show to the SR Army soldiers. But what we're going to do right now is read this book, How to Destroy a Man Now, so you brothers can see how these women think, and you ladies see my show is for men and women. I want men to be equipped with the things that they need to know, and I want women to be equipped with the things that they need to know to get the outcomes that they want in dating and mating and being in a relationship, and how to not be. It's important that that people use that term pick me and pick Misha, and so that's not a bad term. That's not a bad term. Women should want to be a pick me, and men should be a picker. A guy should be able to pick the kind of woman that he wants. A woman should be able to be picked by the kind of man that she wants. And so the information that we give on this channel over here is so both of those people are successful in their dating and mating endeavors. All right. I appreciate you guys. So everybody put your earphone. I used to say that, right? I said, put your earphones on your head, put your earbuds in your ear. If you're working, turn the volume up. If you're driving, turn me up in the stereo. I'm gonna start reading, and you guys just listen to me, and we may touch on a few things. I may do a few sidebars, but honestly, I'm just probably gonna just read straight through because we got a lot to go on this book. Now, hold on. Let's see here. The description of this book is, as women, we have been oppressed. See, it's already starting off. As women, we have been oppressed by men's physical advantages over us since the beginning of humankind. But now in today's modern societies, the tables are finally turning. Especially with the advent of the internet and social media and the economy's transition from manufacturing to information, women are leveraging their natural advantages, example, social skills, emotional intelligence, and communication, to gain power. You've probably utilized these advantages to some degree already in one form or another. For example, as a child in school, I recall the boys using physical strength and aggression, example, punching, to bully the girls. That was their power. Girls, on the other hand, use communication and accusation, example, like spreading rumors, to undermine the boys. This is our power. And together, you guys, we're going to read this book. Let's switch over to our read screen and we can get started. I appreciate everybody being here. Hopefully my audio sounds good. Everybody, it's all clear. This is a very first book. So if you guys are just now tuning in, if you listen to the rest of this and you tap in with me on Wednesday and Friday, you will have read this too. You will be able to add this to the books that you've read. And if you want to get a free PDF copy of it, look in the description of this video and there's a link right at the top. Just tap that. It'll take you to the PDF. You can download it to your iPhone, put it on your Android, or put it on your laptop computer, however you want to have it. All right. How to Destroy a Man Now, a handbook. Let's continue. Get past these pages. Introduction. Here we go. Got to drink some sparkling water. As women, we have been oppressed by men's physical advantages over us since the beginning of humankind. But now in today's modern societies, the tables have finally turning. Especially with the advent of the internet and social media and the economy's transition from manufacturing to information, women are leveraging their natural advantages to gain power. You've probably utilized these advantages to some degree already in one form or another. For example, as a child in school, I recall the boys using physical strength and aggression to bully the girls. That was their power. Girls, on the other hand, used communication and accusation to undermine the boys. This is our power. The purpose of this handbook is to be a resource, a collection of tools and techniques that have proven powerful in women's struggle against patriarchy. I did not invent these methods, I only described them. Be advised, however, that the methods outlined in this handbook were chosen for their utility or their ability to achieve results rather than for their legal or ethical merit. Oh God, what are we getting ready to read? In other words, the information presented herein does not purport to be legally or ethically sound. So she's giving you guys advice, sidebar. She's giving women advice to do illegal shit just to get the upper hand on men. Fellas, pay attention to what they're teaching these women so we can be well equipped. What is considered to be quote unquote right or quote unquote legal often changes with time, the prevailing culture, and the evolution of law. This handbook is a work of free speech. How the content is used, misused, or not used is the sole discretion of the reader, and I, as the author, retain no responsibility. Similarly, I am publishing this book under the pseudonym of Angela Confidential to protect from backlash. So we don't even know who the real reader is. She used a fake name to do this. Oh, I thought that was somebody coming in. All right. Let's get started. The D.A.M.N fundamentals. Let's begin with some instructions. We have 3 key friends or fundamentals that make it possible to destroy a man now. To damn, well, it's important to know them all. Know them well. Our first ally is allegation. Allegation can be so simple, effective, and easy to employ that it's elegant. An allegation is a claim, usually without proof, that someone has done something illegal or wrong. A claim, at minimum, requires nothing more than an assertion. For example, if I yell from a rooftop that the world is flat, I have successfully made a claim. Similarly, identifying wrongdoings require only observation, recollection, or a minimal amount of imagination. From lying to murder, any behavior that you've heard of, seen or experienced or can think of that violates an ethical or legal standard can suffice for an allegation. However, it is the last part of what constitutes an allegation that makes it uniquely useful. No evidence is required, fellas. This is what this woman is teaching. She is teaching women that no evidence is required. This independence from proof allows you to make an allegation about any man. Now, mind you, I just want to be clear. She's reading to women. She says this independence from proof allows you women to make an allegation about any man doing anything without being encumbered by a need for facts. But how can something as intangible as the spoken word, without evidence, have enough merit or power to damn? Remember, D.A.M. is to destroy a man now. Admittedly, if left completely on her own, Allison allegation has relatively little power. That's where our other 2 friends, Mary Media and Author Authority, assists. You see, Mary Media, our second ally, or women's second ally, encompasses just about any means of communication. Media can be as elementary as whispers of gossip, although nowadays the term most often refers to mass communication platforms such as television, the internet, or mainstream media networks. Of course, it also includes social media such as Twitter and Facebook, which you will soon see are especially well suited to destroy a man now. So how does Mary Media help Allison allegation? Well, interestingly, they help each other. You've probably heard the philosophical question, if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, does it make a sound? Although the answers to that question is still debated, it's certain that if an allegation is made and no one knows about it, it has no power. Fortunately, however, the opposite is also true. The more people who know about an allegation, the more powerful it becomes. Thankfully, for Allison allegation and for our purposes, the modern mainstream media excel at spreading information far and wide. They do it to make money, lots of money, from advertisers. Yet advertisers need more than just a way to reach people. They also need a way to get people to pay attention to their advertisements and ultimately buy products. This is where media content comes in. Media content can be videos and website posts and quote unquote breaking news and so on. Anything that garners interest. And it's no secret that scandal attracts people's interest, especially well. Sex sells, as the saying goes, and so does violence, injustice, misconduct, and anything else outrageous. Sidebar, as we read this book that's teaching women how to destroy men, I want you guys to also pay attention to how so many people are sheep when it comes to mainstream media, when it comes to the headlines. They read the headlines and don't get into the article. And if they do read the article, they don't read the fine print. I want you to pay attention and learn that it's always more to the story. What's the rest of the story? It's more to what you think is on the surface, and how so many people will hear something and run with it and do no research, no investigation. They don't look any deeper. They just follow the crowd. I want you guys that follow me to make sure that you are not crowd followers when it comes to information, when it comes to allegations, when it comes to somebody claiming somebody did something. I want you to always ask, what's the rest of the story? All right. That's why scandalous content in mainstream media has increased over the years. That's also why Miss Mary Media helps Allison allegation. Scandalous allegations attract people's interest. Interested people watch advertisements. Advertisements sell products, and it all makes Mary Media money. However, fascinatingly, while the mainstream media profit from proliferating allegations, they bear little responsibility for doing it. Apparently, as long as the media mentions that the scandal is an allegation, they are relatively safe from legal repercussions. Have you ever noticed that when somebody says allegedly, right? They throw out there allegedly, right? She allegedly such and such said something. It's alleged that this person is a whatever or did whatever. And as long as you say the allegation is there, you are free from litigation. You are free from getting sued. Allegedly, such and such said something. That's where Tasha K got in trouble with Cardi B. Tasha K failed to say allegedly. If she would have said allegedly and did everything else exactly as she did, but all she had to do was say it was allegedly Cardi B this, allegedly that, alleged. Tasha K would not have to owe Cardi B $4 million. But because she failed to mention allegedly, she got sued, she lost, and now she owes $4 million. This is because in free speech societies, people can voice opinions and unsubstantiated claims. Further, the media can always attest that they are not making the allegation, but rather they're just reporting it. But in truth, the media actually do help make the allegation, but by how they report it. You probably know that how you say something can convey greater meaning than what you say. For example, I could say, I'm happy. But if I scream it angrily, people are much more likely to believe I'm upset. I'm happy. Do I really look happy? With that in mind, try listening carefully to how mainstream media says the word allegation when reporting a story. Either they say it in a positive tone, as though it's something good, or they say it quickly, as though it's insignificant. They also use the word allegation or alleged instead of using terms such as unsubstantiated claim or accusation without proof, to de-emphasize that evidence is lacking. Even more cleverly, after the media makes an allegation popular by broadcasting it far and wide, they then circle back later and broadcast how so many people are talking about it. Further, they support people who make allegations by promoting them as courageous for coming forward. These tactics get even more people interested and encourage others to make similar claims. Finally, the media then cite the increasing number of allegations and growing public outrage that they help create, by the way, as being too numerous to be ignored or as evidence or of truth. In a court of law, a man is considered innocent until proven guilty. But in the court of media-managed public opinion, a man serially accused of a scandal is guilty until proven innocent. In this way, an allegation does not require evidence to destroy a man, because through media manipulation, it becomes its own evidence. Thousands, even millions of people can become organized against one man. Kanye? Anybody? Bill Cosby? Anybody? Tyrese? Most recently? Likewise, the evidence and public perception of guilt created by Allison allegation and Mary media synergy can become so prominent and powerful that our third ally, Arthur Authority, has a duty to step in. And it's the authority that really helps us put the destroy in destroying a man now. Authority is defined as any person or organization that has the power to control, direct, punish, and so on, which is exactly the kind of power we need to destroy a man. Well, I don't even want to read it like she wrote it. This is exactly the kind of power that she and the people and the women that listen to this bullshit needs to destroy a man now. Examples include police, judges, bosses, human resource departments, the HR department at work, board of directors, teachers, professors, university councils, licensing and regulatory agencies, and so on. I'm gonna get his driver's license revoked. Ultimately, it's authority that plays the final role in condemning a man. So what do we need to know about authority to destroy a man now? Well, to begin, it's important to understand that an author authority is an artifact of patriarchy and chivalry. As quote unquote daddy knight, he takes pride in his role as the guardian and savior. These are the simps. What up, Chaos? Good to see you, boss. These are the simps. This is the people that is controlled by the gynocratic society, by the gynocracy. I explained that in a previous High Value Shan podcast. What is a gynocracy, right? What's the difference between a patriarchy, a matriarchy, and what is a gynocracy? These are the simps. Daddy Knight, as he takes pride in his role as guardian and savior of the women, especially of the weak, mistreated, violated, and so on. He strives to be the hero who saves the damsel in distress. In other words, authority caters to victims, and nothing gets author authority's attention more than a call to action to save victims. To be considered a victim, or a damsel in distress, authority first needs to perceive you as weak. Surprisingly, a great illustration of this is how authorities usually relate to men in distress. Can you imagine what typically happens when a man walks into a police precinct and requests a restraining order against a woman? Police officers kind of roll their eyes and immediately disbelief ensues. This is because they simply do not perceive a man to be weaker than a woman. And for that reason, they are unwilling to provide assistance. In contrast, in patriarchal societies, women are perceived as weak by default and therefore deserving of help and protection in the eyes of authorities. Second, for the weak to attain victim status, authorities also need to perceive them as harmed or violated in some way. In other words, authorities require a credible claim that a legal or an ethical standard has been broken in order to take action, because it's their duty to enforce the standards. As we know, we can look to Allison allegation, a woman making an allegation, right, to make the claim, and to Mary media, the people that's reporting the bullshit, to make it credible. Nevertheless, it's still important to emphasize that the authority is most likely to help destroy a man now in instances that entail an apparent violation of specific laws or codes of conduct. The more egregious, the better. Examples are numerous, you guys, including rape and sexual harassment and discrimination and physical assault, child abuse, substance abuse, drugs, and dishonesty in its many forms, like lying and cheating, that guys apparently supposedly do so much more than women, which we know is bullshit, and fraud, etc. Also, and this works surprisingly well, you guys, keep in mind that with the media's help, allegations against authorities can be used to motivate authorities to take action. Just about any widespread allegation about an authority being remiss, ineffectual, or negligent in its guardian and savior role will suffice. For instance, a televised allegation about a company ignoring sexual harassment in the workplace is enough to motivate the company's human resource department to hunt down the accused man and anyone who failed to report his scandalous behavior to HR. Once authorities decree that there is a victim of a violation, they can take punitive action against the perpetrator, quote unquote, destroy that man. Punitive actions usually entail substantial loss, such as termination of employment, loss of income, loss of education or certification. I could skip the examples. Loss of financial savings, loss of freedom, going to jail, right? In addition, the combined actions of Allison allegation, Mary media, and author authority generally result in ongoing loss or loss of future opportunities for men. In this way, a man is truly damned. With a smeared reputation or record of alleged misconduct, no one will want to be associated with him. No one will want to employ him. No one will want to help him. No one will want to believe him. Jonathan Majors, anybody? Jonathan Majors. Does Jonathan Majors come to mind, ladies and gentlemen? No one will want to believe him. Doesn't matter if he did it or not. Doesn't matter if it's true. All you need is a victim, the media, and the authority to condemn him. And it doesn't matter if it's true, he's fucked. Further, the subsequent long-term stress frequently results in loss of physical and mental health. When I say those methods can destroy a man, I genuinely mean it. Moreover, these methods actually do destroy men, even powerful ones. There is no better testimony to how effective Allison allegation, Mary media, and author authority can be than the growing number of men they've destroyed, regardless of allegations being true or false, you guys. Doesn't matter if she's telling the truth. The following is just a partial list from 1 year, 2017, of renowned men in no particular order the allegation made against them in the media and the authorities-driven consequences. Harvey Weinstein. He was a Hollywood producer and co-founder of the Weinstein Company, accused of great sexual assault, sexual harassment, and sex trafficking. Fired from his own company, the Weinstein Company, and expelled from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. There was Roy Price, the Amazon executive, accused of sexual harassment. He resigned days after being suspended. Chris Savino, Nickelodeon producer, accused of harassing women. He was fired. Lockhart Steele, editorial director of Vox Media, accused of sexual harassment. Fired. Accused, not convicted of, not proven to have been. Fired. John Besh, celebrity chef and chief executive of Besh Restaurant Group, his own restaurant group, accused of sexual harassment. He stepped down from the Besh Restaurant Group. He had to quit his job. Terry Richardson, fashion photographer, accused of sexual misconduct, banned from working with Vogue magazine and other Condé Nast publications. Leon Weissler, New Republic editor, accused of sexual harassment, removed from the masthead of the Atlantic and fired from the Emerson Collective. Knight Landsman, art forum publisher, accused of sexual harassment, resigned from the magazine. Mark Halperin, MSNBC political analyst and co-author of Game Change, accused of harassment while at ABC News, dismissed from MSNBC and NBC News, book contract terminated, and upcoming books HBO adaptation canceled. Ken Baker, from E! News, correspondent, accused of sexual harassment, removed from TV while NBC investigated it. Kevin Spacey, actor, accused of sexual misconduct and assault, fired from Netflix series and replaced in his upcoming film. Jeremy Piven, actor, accused of sexual misconduct, CBS dropped his entire show. You know, Jeremy Piven is from the show Entourage. You guys remember the TV show Entourage that was on MTV or something like that? Jeremy Piven was the lead actor. Hamilton Fish, New Republic, president and publisher, accused of sexual harassment. He resigned from the magazine. Michael Oreskes, NPR chief editor, accused of sexual harassment while at the New York Times, NPR, and Associated Press, resigned. Andy Dick, comedian, accused of sexual harassment, fired from the film. Jeff Hoover, Kentucky House Speaker, accused of sexual harassment, stepped down from the position. David Gulliot, co-CEO of Primary Wave Entertainment, accused of drugging women, sexual assault, and rape, taking a leave of absence. Ed Westick, actor, accused of sexual assault. The BBC canceled his whole show. Jeffrey Tambor, the actor, I remember him, accused of sexual misconduct and not returning to his Amazon TV series, Transparent. Matthew Weiner, Mad Men. Mad Men was such a great show. Accused of sexual harassment, canceled appearances. Roy Moore, Alabama judge and politician, accused of sexual misconduct and sexually assaulting teenagers decades ago. Lost financing from the Republican National Committee and lost the U.S. Senate election. Louis C.K., comedian, accused of sexual misconduct and release of new film halted, Netflix special canceled, and FX and HBO cut their ties with him. Andrew Kreisberg, executive producer of Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash, accused of sexual harassment and inappropriate touching, suspended by Warner Brothers Television. Eddie Berganza, editor of DC Comics, accused of sexual harassment, fired by Warner Brothers Television Group and DC Entertainment. Gary Goddard, the CEO of Goddard Group, accused of sexual assault of minors, took a leave from his own company. Al Franken, remember this with Al Franken? He was found to be innocent later, but it was too late. Al Franken, U.S. Senator. No, I'm mixing him up with somebody else. Al Franken, U.S. Senator, accused of sexual misconduct, resigned and cut from a PBS TV special. John Conyers, U.S. Senator, accused of harassment, and he had to resign. Glenn Thursh, New York Times White House reporter accused of making drunken, unwanted advances on multiple women, suspended from the New York Times. Charlie Rose, PBS and CBS television network host, accused of making unwanted sexual advances, groping women, exposing himself, and making lewd phone calls. Fired from CBS and PBS cut ties. Charlie Rose probably did that, though. John Lasseter, Pixar and Disney Animation's chief, accused by several women of unwanted touching, taking a leave of absence. Unwanted touching. Matt Lauer, you guys remember that? From NBC Today. Accused of inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace, NBC terminated his employment. Garrison Kellier, author and creator and former host of A Prairie Home Companion, accused of inappropriate behavior with a woman who worked with him, Minnesota Public Radio is terminating all of his contracts. Russell Simmons, the brother of Run from Run DMC, entrepreneur and co-founder of Def Jam Recordings, accused of rape and harassment, stepping down from his companies, and we know that he was proven to be innocent. Warren Moon, NFL Hall of Fame quarterback and the co-founder and president of Sports One Marketing, accused of sexual misconduct and discrimination, taking a leave of absence from his job as a member of the Seattle Seahawks game day broadcasting team. Mario Batali, TV star and chef, accused of sexual harassment, stepping down from his company, Batali and Bastianich Hospitality Group, and his daytime TV job on The Chew. Ryan Lisa, correspondent for The New Yorker, accused of sexual misconduct, fired from The New Yorker. Alex Kaczynski, California federal court judge, accused of sexual harassment, abruptly retired. Jerry Richardson, owner of the Carolina Panthers, owner of an NFL football team, accused of sexual harassment, and so he had to sell the team that he founded. Blake Farenthold, politician, accused of sexual harassment and gender discrimination, withdrew from re-election and retired from Congress. Tavis Smiley, my frat brother, talk show host, accused of sexual misconduct, PBS suspended his show, and he won his case and couldn't get the show back. Carl Sargent, cabinet secretary for communities and children in the Welsh government, accused of sexual misconduct, suspended from his job, and then he ended up committing suicide. Listen, that's all we reading for today. We are done for today. Let me swing back. On Wednesday, we're going to read the D.A.M.N online method. I got the titles mixed up. Today it says the D.A.M.N online method, but it's not. I'll fix the artwork and all that. Wednesday, we read the online method on how women are teaching other women how to destroy men. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe that everybody that I named was guilty? Do you believe that all those accusations were accurate? Whether they were accurate or not, they all lost their positions and were destroyed by those women. Every one of them. All of them. It's crazy. Fellas, what have you gathered so far? Protect your meat, as Coach Greg Adams says, your money, energy, attention, and time. You have to, I'm sorry, but you don't have to start setting up. You got to be careful when you go on dates. I think Obsidian is getting ready to do a class on how to properly set up a date. You can see that at the black-manosphere.org website. You gotta damn near record everything. You gotta put a fucking dash cam in your car. You gotta put fucking cameras around the outside of your house to prove that you were or were not at a certain place. When somebody's arguing and telling you, and they saying that you was outside doing some shit, you got to have a Ring camera pointed to your driveway to say, no, I didn't. Here's the footage. Because just the accusation alone, along with the media who will spread that bullshit, Jonathan Majors, anybody, come on now, can destroy you. Jonathan Majors lost his contracts. People were worried about what's going to happen to him. All because of an accusation, not a single fucking ounce of proof. Because of an accusation, he lost. I forgot what contracts the brother lost. We are reading this book so we can learn how to avoid women who operate like this, fellas. Ladies, I'm reading it to you so you can learn how to not be. Be fair and righteous. Look what happened to Johnny Depp. I know shit is turning around for us. I get it. I understand that. Ladies, don't be an Amber Heard. Even though she got a goddamn movie coming out. No, is that not mind-blowing? Amber Heard was somehow hired to be in another fucking movie after what she did to Johnny Depp. Fellas, is that not some bullshit? Like, you could come out here, make these accusations, get sued, lose in court, owe money for defamation, and then get a fucking movie? Don't you dare. I'm not supporting that. I don't give a fuck how good the movie looks, is, whatever. I'm not supporting nothing that Amber Heard does. Ladies, do not be an Amber Heard. You do not have the power that Amber Heard has. You don't got the money that she has. Don't be an Amber Heard. Fellas, don't get Amber Hearded. Chaos. I forget the name. The shit just came out. Just type Amber Heard movie in Google. It'll pop up. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Let's switch. Let's go see. Let's go see. Man, I don't know, bro. I just saw it. Do I gotta go to IMDb? Let me see. New movie. Aquaman 2. No, that's not it. That's old, right? I think that's the one that she lost. No. Aquaman 2. Bruh, I'm not gonna do this. I don't remember, man. We'll talk about it on Wednesday when I come back. We'll talk about it on Wednesday when I come back. She got it. She looked like she got the information. MCU. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I don't even remember how to do my intro. Damn. Lakeisha, how do I do my outro? I forgot my outro. I forgot how to do it. I know I said, please subscribe. Thank you for reading along. Remember reading. That's right. Thank you for reading along with us. Reading is a way to expand your mind and your bank account. Tune in next time to Rich People Read. And you, my friends, are dismissed. I remember now. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for tapping in with me. I have not gone live in 7 months. Today, this Monday, the 15th. Is today the 15th? Yes. Monday, May 15th is the first time I've gone live in 7 months. But I'm back. We're gonna read. We're back with Rich People Read every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're reading this book up here called How to Destroy a Man Now. I want fellas to read this along with me so that you know what to fucking avoid. And I want women to read along with me so you know how to not be. I appreciate you guys. Remember, thank you. My name is Mr. Shannon, and I appreciate you reading along with us. Remember, reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Tune in next time to Rich People Read, and you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión. Somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.